All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the second episode of The Changing Room. You have me, DP Sami, Diamond, and you also have
My name's Rayna. You could call me Rayna Jade. You could call me Ray Jade. I go by all of the above.
it's rated. Today we have four new topics that we will kind of run down 30 seconds each. 30 seconds for me, 30 seconds for Rayna, 30-second rebuttal for both of us, and then we dead the topic. If anything seems interesting while we're talking, you want us to elaborate more, messages down below in the comments. And just to start off this episode, we'll try and give you guys little tidbits each time of just so you can kind of understand, like, our worldview or just even our creative lens, like where we're coming from. So today we're both gonna kind of let you know, like three, two, three, however many the fuck you want to say, Rayna.
Okay.
Just some creatives to inspire us, so you can kind of understand like our unique like creative perspective. I know for me, Paris Gobel, she is a choreographer. Most notably popped off with Rihanna, but has done choreographer Lady Gaga, many others right now. She's one of my favorites. Rihanna, obviously, like it's like Rihanna, magnet status. And then also Victoria Monet, that is my girl, has been my girl. I've watched her journey for so long. So I would say clearly a girl's girl, right? Those are my three, top of mind right now. I'll let Rayna say hers.
So going off of Rihanna, mine would be ASAP Rocky. I just think he's such a cultural icon. I love his style. He's dripped out. I think he's the swaggiest person on planet Earth. Also, Brenda hashtag or Brenda Weischer is her real name. If you know me, you know who she is. I talk about her every single day. I think that she very well educated and smart and very unapologetically herself, which I look up to. Similar to that would be Rick Owens, who's my third. As a designer and as like a creative mind, I just think there's no one like him. And I love his personality, but I love his designs, but I'll shut up.
No, in my head, I'm like, Rick. But yes, okay. I love all of those. But yeah, those are just, some creatives who inspire Raina and I on a daily. So you can kind of get an idea of, just what our lens is looking at and what we prefer. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into our topics for this week. Okay. First topic is going to be the Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos wedding, specifically the outfits that we saw.
Okay, so I just want to start off by saying eat the rich. And then I want to say eat the rich when they have zero sense of style. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, you guys have nothing but money and you're going to find the most tackiest, ugliest outfits out there. The last thing I'm going to say for this part of it is only Lauren Sanchez can be marrying a multi-billionaire and make like a silk pantsuit or like anything she wears look like it was bought off of fucking Amazon or Shein. So that's my first case.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna start mine now. There's this. Okay, yeah, I was just a little confused on what was going on. Like you said, all that money, all that access, and we couldn't access no stylists. And if we did, what the hell did those stylists access? I was just a little confused. I think there was like maybe one Khloe Kardashian look and one Kendall Jenner look that I was just like, okay, like we getting somewhere. Other than that, I was just thoroughly underwhelmed and confused. It almost felt like the Hunger Games outfits that are just like really,
Literally,
really
dude. Literally.
crazy. Like it felt like we were watching that, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It wasn't no for me. And of course, in diamond fashion, 36 seconds, but I'll let you rebuttal.
Okay, yeah. Basically, I agree. I recently was like doing some inner work and thinking about like the correlation between like taste and privilege. And I just think like money obviously doesn't buy taste. And when you've never had to like find your own taste, you clearly never develop it. It's honestly sad because like Venice has so much cultural history and there's beautiful fashion and the masks and like you really could have played into some beautiful like topics and some beautiful like parts of history, but instead you chose like the tackiest shit around.
That's kind of wild when you said mask. I instantly flashed. You might be, I don't know. There's a movie called Eyes Wide Shut where it's like all the rich people and they do like Illuminati like gatherings and shit and they wear masks. And I was like, oh no, not the mask. I think I'd say no to that. But yeah, I don't know. I was just really thoroughly underwhelmed. Like I was like, I don't know what the budget was. I can imagine unlimited.
I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure.
I can imagine unlimited, but either way, maybe they decided to take a day off, like, hey, they're like, we're getting married. This is the one time we don't want to have to think about it as far as, or, well, no, because they never really dress well. Okay, I take that. Maybe the guests are like, hey, let's just be present. We don't want to stress about it. Either way, it was a no from me. And that's
Big fat no from me.
Can they meme that just in unison? Okay. Next topic, something a little more refreshing, hopefully. We'll see. The men's Paris Fashion Week presentations. Specifically, which ones were your favorite? We'll keep it positive since we just had like a cut off our little negativity on the Bezos wedding. Okay, I'll let you go first again.
Okay, well, obviously, you guys know I'm going to start off with saying my boy Rick Owens. I think he's just so like overtly himself, and there's just nothing like it. And my favorite part of him is like the people that he attracts. There's some at every single one of his season shows, like the street style is on peak. There's people like that are not invited to the show out there. There's a community around him. Like the fashion is good, the vibes are good. Like it just, I would literally do anything to be there. Rick Owens, I would do anything to be there. I think that was 30 seconds, so I'll save my rest for later.
Didn't even get through one. We love Rick that much. Okay, I'll make mine quick. To be honest, I think my favorite was the Amiri show, which is really interesting to me because I feel like my first introduction to Amiri was very streetwear based, but I know obviously he does suiting and everything like that, but like the colors, the textures, the pattern, like even the outfits that were worn to the show, I really just loved the Amiri show. So that was my favorite. Also, in totality, after looking back, I really did like the LV show. Normally, it's not my favorite. I'm underwhelmed. But as I was going back and reviewing, I saw a lot of, oh, damn, I'm at 33. I'm going to stop. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna pick up where you left off. I mean, the LV show wasn't my favorite. I think it was very wearable, and I liked some of the bags, but that was kind of it.
Mm.
I will say I would be remiss if we didn't bring up obviously Jonathan Anderson at Dior. I'm not gonna say it was my favorite show. That would be a lie. I do think, however, it was very wearable. I think it'll be easy to street style in a very like casual way. I would have loved to see more of like some Dior motifs there, but I mean, there were some beautiful pieces of the collection for sure.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, I think to touch on what you said, I feel like for me, what I like this go around, outside of like the Dree show and Acne Studio show, a lot of it just felt wearable to me. Whereas like as a stylist, my styling tactic is a lot of the times like wearable items and then creating the magic and the lore like organically through the accessorizing, the layering. So as a stylist, it's exciting to me to see a lot of pieces that felt very like applicable now and that I can create the world there. It wasn't something that's just so far left field that I'm like, okay, this in and of itself is like crazy. I like that a lot of it was very like, okay, ready to wear, truly ready to wear.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to get into it because we have to go on to the next topic, but I'm just going to drop this little nugget for you guys. Does having a more wearable collection correlate to a recession indicator? What do you think about that?
Yeah, bro. Rayna wants us to be in a recession so bad. I swear.
No, don't put that out there.
Yeah,
no one's hiring a stylist in a recession.
Okay. All right, I take it back. She doesn't want us to be.
Yeah, no recessions, please.
Okay. And then our last topic for this week. I actually really love this topic. This one's funny. Okay. It's going to be family vacations when you're the fashion girly. I'll let you go first again, Rayna.
Okay. As the fashion girly of my family and the only one that even has a sense of style, I'm sorry to my family who probably will be watching this. It is very difficult to like pull up in person and like to be out and about with your family when they're all in like t-shirts and a short and you're like trying to pull a fit. And also they always seem to find a way to get the absolute worst dog shit pictures of you. And I always buy all these cute pieces and I'm excited to like, dress out. And then I don't even get a single picture to prove of it because my dad's taking one picture and then it's like, I'm done. And it's not fair. The people want to see the fit, So I'll start off there.
Right. It's not fair. Like,
No, like if I'm gonna buy the piece, you better take the photo.
yo, I can't. All right, let me start my clock. Yeah, I feel like I've dealt with this as a kid, and it's really mixed emotions. I feel like as I get older, I kind of lean into it more because not that I constantly always like come 100% correct with my outfits, like pour everything into it, but it's almost an excuse to not worry about it because I'm like, for once, like even if I wanted to put that effort in, it's just I'm not going to reap the reward at all. So it's just
Mhm.
really not worth it. But then also you just run the risk of like you said, it just generally being a waste. Usually on vacation, you're doing activities, you're getting fucked up, you're not even gonna get a good picture, it's hot. I just say take the break, call it a day, sis.
Yeah.
Buy some stuff on vacation that you can,
Yeah.
show out in when you get back.
I first of all, so like we were talking about this because
Timer?
yeah, I have one going.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Diamond and I were talking about this because Diamond's going on a cruise, and we were talking about like, okay, like should I buy this for a cruise, and like kind of playing into like the tacky motif a little bit with like maybe a print, maybe like a more fun shoe, and like I think there's a way to do it that's fun, and like it's obviously exciting to buy pieces with like an intention in mind. If you know me personally, you know that I've been buying like that's the opposite of my current goals. However, like we love a vacation fit moment. It's just like we need the photos to back that shit up.
Period. Yeah, I feel like vacation diamond and vacation a lot of people is almost like an alter ego. Like one, it's a little more carefree. You get to play into the whatever the vibes are where you're traveling to that might not, reflect your homescape, whatever that is. So, whatever makes you feel comfortable. At the end of the day, you're stepping outside your normal life. So if you don't care about being the fashion girly and taking your own damn pictures, go ahead, do it. Or if you want to take the, opportunity to kind of not give a fuck for a little bit, do that as well. But the sky's the limit. And okay, well, that's the end of this episode of the Changing Room. Like we said, let us know your thoughts on any of our topics down below. Let us know if there's anything you want to hear us talk about in the comments. And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.